nothing ever lasts long. I'm always beating the odds. Taking all these trips, I had to go and get a passport. I'm just trying to live, I don't know what the mad for. I just signed a deal and got a really big bag.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see the fifth-year quarterback, Jameis Winston, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers as they match up with former MVP Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers. I'll see you again at halftime as we preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's Thursday Night Football. And on the call, as always, is Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Well, the rain is not going away, Coach. In fact, it's beginning to actually pick up a bit more. But either way, we've got football from Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Just a moment ago, the lights, the cameras, the action, all the pyrotechnics, everything was ablaze, everything was allowed here in Bank of America Stadium as Carolina emerged from their tunnel. And we are ready to go as the Panthers get set to match up with Jameis Winston and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. On first down, it's Newton. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
This is something that we expected to see. McCaffrey used out of the backfield. 107 catches in 2018, the most in one season by an NFL running back.
A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. And the offensive starters for the Panthers.
A third-round pick out of LSU in the 2014 draft, guard Trey Turner quickly became one of the better players in the NFL. Agile, this guy can absolutely fly. The fastest offensive lineman at the 2014 Combine. You want some nastiness? Watch him at the point of attack. Agile, mobile, and hostile. That's Trey Turner.
Let's go.
On 2nd and 9, Newton. And Thomas has it. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big pickup of 38. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What, does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. On 2nd and 2, Newton, and that's caught. It's Hogan. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
They go option right on 2nd and goal. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. And chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. A shotgun snap for Newton. He may try and run for them. Touchdown, Carolina. And we've mentioned before, can the all-time leader in rushing TDs by a quarterback, so everyone he gets from here on out for the rest of his career, just adding to that lead. So
what you're saying is that if you're a young kid who wants to play quarterback in the NFL, and that's the record you're shooting for,
good luck.
You got some work to do, aren't you?
By the time he's done, he might have double a second-place guy. Gano now, following the touchdown, here to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here come the Bucs under their new head coach, Bruce Arians. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2015 out of Florida State, Jameis Winston.
And it would be interesting to see pretty early in this one exactly where his head is, because the best quarterbacks shake off performances like he had last week. Way too many interceptions. Didn't throw a touchdown pass. Team lost the game. Let's see if he can bounce back and get things going in the right direction.
Maybe trying to forget those 3 picks, as you noted. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Let's make these babies crawl all the way back.
A run for Nick Chubb. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure they didn't give him much run after catch.
He hits White, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1st down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Taylor gives it to Chubb. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
The numbers for Evans a week ago. 5 catches, 114 yards, and a score. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football. As they've got it 2nd and 7. They go with Chubb on second down. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 20-yard line. Taylor will lead up the offense 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They run. Chubb. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Taylor goes with a draw to Chubb. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by K'Wan Short.
Let's go. Hey, let's get go.
3rd and 2, now Taylor. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down. Now it's Taylor. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more...
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Peyton Barber. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. As they are now on the board here in the first half. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one. For the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Draw play as Newton gives to McCaffrey. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
That throw good for 4. It's second down. And this is a guy straight out of college. They're not going to try to groom for a year or two. They want him to produce right away.
That's why they took him in the first round. They expect him to be a starter right away and a future All-Pro. So they don't have any time to wait for him to come along. They want him to play right now to help this team.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup.
From the gun on third down, Newton. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Third down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5... defensive backs on the field on an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, you know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Throwing again on second down. Newton, open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Newton to throw. And he's going to find Hogan here, complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Newton now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Newton throwing complete to Samuel. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Newton throwing again. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that too, but it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so... Great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter.
Check. Watch the before.
From just shy of midfield, Taylor. Open man is Howard, the tight end. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Taylor on third down throws incomplete. And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on fourth down conversions. And here we go again. They'll try and throw for it with Taylor. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a moment, but first, the NFL season is in full swing. Let's show the good folks what we've got in store for us later this weekend. Here in Week 2, one of the best of the early games, we'll highlight it there. The Giants in for a stern test at home at MetLife Stadium as they get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. Excellent games in the late afternoon window as well, one being out in Los Angeles, where it'll be the Rams taking on the New Orleans Saints. And finally, on Sunday Night Football, a good one down south. A couple of recent Super Bowl teams from the NFC. Philadelphia heading down to take on Atlanta. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. Last week, they got the victory against the San Francisco 49ers. They've got the lead in this one as well right now. Third quarter starts with a run by Barber. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Airing this one out for Evans. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The free safety, Trey Boston, there to knock it away. It's been a struggle for him accruing yards in this game passing the football. So there he said, hey, I'm going to try to chuck it deep, but another incompletion.
Has to be a little bit frustrating because of what you just described. It's been a struggle for him here in the second half, hoping for one big shot to get him out of the doldrums.
17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down. On first down, it's Taylor. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down. Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Taylor to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Kevin Johnson. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Levante David, the Bucs' leading tackler, 6 of the last 7 years in there to make the stop.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Double dog, that's the way.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on third down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
On the carry, it's Chubb, and he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They run it again with Chubb. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Chubb on first down, no room to roam as he struggles just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Now they'll throw with Taylor. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. From the gun on third down, it's Taylor. He's got Evans. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A big pickup there. 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. Taylor now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. Oh, Chubb fumbled it. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too.
Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. Now Taylor on 3rd and 2. And this is caught by Evans. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And again, it's Chubb. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the fourth. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. Following the fumble recovery, Newton. And his throw here is incomplete. Christian McCaffrey, last year's catch leader among running backs, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now it's Newton. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. The reception good for 7. It's third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, here's Newton. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third. Throwing on third down, Newton. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
So they wound up passing on a long field goal try, but that works out for them really well. That one's down inside the 5-yard line.
And it's risky because your punter, if he puts it in the end zone, the net result not worth it, but there, I think worth it. And pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now Taylor down around his goal line. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. Meanwhile, a throw by Taylor is incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Face mask. Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Now Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Play action. It's Newton. And open here is Hogan. He's got it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 yards on the play. First down. Newton now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll get it here. To the 10-yard line. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Again, Newton. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They'll run it with Scarlett, and this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. 1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. He's back to throw, and that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, his first touchdown of the new season, as they are now just an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused, because they still have some work to do?
That time a 6-play drive, and the end result, a Panthers touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Taylor to throw. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 3. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Ken, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Chubb. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They'll run with Chubb. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So the ball position now at the 3. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. 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 I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball.
No, possession's on. Possession's on.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So the challenge comes in inside of 2 minutes, and it gets overturned.
And it changes the whole format of what's about to happen because both sides had thought a certain call had been made. Now they have to flip back and start over.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Newton. And he's going to find Hogan here, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Back to throw. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Four receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 4. Newton to throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Greg Olsen was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Tampa Bay, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And